3 more minutes. Gabby?
Hi, Carl. It's me again.
Hi.
I forgot to mention something very crucial. Oh,
What's
yeah. Never mind. You're already doing it. Like, you ever click the button to start the webinar?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you're recording and people start to come in.
Thank you very much. Will I see them on the attendees block?
Yeah, you'll see them where it says participants. You'll see that number starts to rise.
Because I've got panelists and attendees, I'll see that the attendees start filling up, yeah?
Yes, exactly. Or in the Zoom board, you see on the bottom, of those participants, it says 2 right now.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Okay, you'll see that number go up.
Thank you very much. Have a great one. Cheers,
right,
Gabby.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome, Benjamin. And Darren. Guys, I know it's 2 o'clock. I'm just going to wait a little bit before we get started. I just want to let some of the attendees start filtering through. And yeah, we'll get cracking as soon as we've got a few more people through the door, if you don't mind. Just going to give it another 2 minutes. See if we get a few more attendees. This is a live one, so I'd like to give people the best experience possible. Another 2 minutes or so, and then we'll get started. Thank you for your patience. There we go. Right. I think we will begin. Thanks so much for joining us today, guys. My name is Cole Reeders. I'm the Global Landscape Solutions Manager for Platipus Landscape Solutions. The screen you see in front of you gives you a good idea of how we are entering into the landscaping market. Apart from our traditional tree anchoring systems that we've been with for some time, we've recently brought two new products to market, the G-Roof and G-Wall, which we hope will help designers and creators such as yourselves to make and create amazing urban green spaces. I think what we'll do next is we will talk about who are we, who we are. Platipus Anchors was started manufacturing anchors almost 37 years ago. We have a global presence all around the world. We have offices in Germany and America, as well as distributors all the way down to Australia, Hong Kong, etc. We are a ISO 9000 approved company. We have a very, very strong relationship with our landscape industry colleagues. We believe very strongly in giving the very best support and workmanship we can, and we've hopefully carried that through into what we do and how we operate. We won the Bali Service Award last year at the Bali Awards. We love and support Perennial, which is our chosen charity. We've also done good work with the guys at Veterans Growth, which is another fantastic charity. So we try to get involved and give back as much as we possibly can. We continuously innovate, and that innovation is recently brought forward, as I mentioned, into two new products which were designed to help guys like yourselves to make the best urban green spaces you possibly can. This is a lovely video shot of the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. It was home to the London Olympics, and we got heavily involved there in securing trees that were once that were positioned on a brownfield site. So a fantastic project, one we're incredibly proud of. Really, to be involved with the London Olympics, even in the smallest way, was a major thing for our company, and we're very proud of it. But a lovely view there of that beautiful park. When it comes to the benefits of urban green spacing, there are numerous, and some of them are on the screen there. I'd like to just focus on two, if that's okay with you. The first one, of course, is the financial benefits of urban green spacing. We have, in terms of having a good, solid urban green space, you're going to see improvements in your building values. The footfall in commercial zones will increase. You've got better tenancy rates. So there's just that from a financial perspective, where very, very good urban greening can really come through and help. From the individual, people that work in a good, solid urban environment are healthier people, happier people, more focused, more in line with what you would expect someone to be who's enjoying their job and loving where they live and work. Let's not forget that it takes 7 to 8 trees to provide enough oxygen for one human every year. So the more we have of all of that, there's just amazing benefits that flow from it. We have always had our traditional anchor kits, which have assisted with urban planting and getting the natural tree cover in. And now we've recently bought out our G-Roof and G-Wall to really complement those traditional anchor kits. And we think the result will be quite positive and allow you to maximize these benefits going forward. All right, starting with G-Wall. It's a modular living wall system. The picture, just by the way, is a beautiful design that was done from the winner of a competition we recently did. That was blind judged by Anne-Marie Powell, who we're very proud of our association with her. It's a fantastic picture. It's a lovely design. The lady who did it is very, very talented. She's a remarkable designer, and we couldn't have been happier. But we came out to design G-Wall after traveling extensively. We went into Singapore. We saw how Singapore had the mantra of bringing a city within a garden as opposed to a garden within a city. They really managed to capture a natural biophilic design. And really, that was something we thought to ourselves, how can we possibly bring that forward and out into the UK, into places like London? How can we assist with that? Well, the conclusion we came up was that we needed something that everybody could use. We needed to really open up the market, design a simplistic to use, easy, affordable option so that everybody can design their own green walls and really access the vertical green space. There are a lot of big companies out there, arrogant companies that control how these things are done in terms of design, manufacture, installation, and maintenance. And we said, no, we need to give an option to every mom and pop shop around the corner who might want to do one green wall every couple of years. They need a solution that they can do, that they can access. That ability to open it up to everybody will hopefully improve our urban green spaces and give real solutions to people. The concept has been fantastic. These are some more of our winners and designs that we got from our competition. And you can really see there, all we've done is supply them with a meter square. We've given them the building blocks for a fantastic green wall. They've gone out there, they've used their natural talent and their natural design ability to really establish something fantastic. At the end of the day, we wouldn't be assuming we've done anything here other than to give them what they need, the blank canvas to put their own designs in. The lady who designed the bottom left-hand picture, I think that would be on your bottom left-hand, even had a little bee and bug hotel added into her green wall. She went all out. She was a runner-up. She did a fantastic job. And we honestly couldn't be prouder for some of the designs we received. This is the G-wall unit. It's a simplistic piece, as I said. It embraces our D-man ecosystem, which is award-winning for the backing plate. It's robust. It's made out of recyclable plastics. So it's got that sustainability. It lasts incredibly long. It's designed to last. It takes a P9 to P10 size pot. So what's that, 10 centimeter pots? So you can really get in there and design some amazing things. I think the best way to look at it would be through an animation to really give you the best feeling for it. Right, I'll talk you through this. It's a simplistic animation, but it does a very, very good job of showing you what can be done. So you've got your D-man cells, which are the backing plates, right? They're laid out, tapped together. Those are very firm and snugly fit, right? And this is a square meter. Square meter will have 16 cells or 64 individual planting pots for your design. Fascia plate gets clipped on. As you can see from the fascia plate, there's drip-through holes, which allow water to drip through into the preceding pots. The spigots go in. Those spigots are, they have two functions, one to hold the irrigation pipe, the other, that's the place where you attach the system to the wall. It's important to note the system has no battens, rails, or hanging skeletons. It goes on directly onto the wall. And you'll see there's great space behind the cell, which allows for aeration, stops mold, etc., from growing on the surface. And it's very, very simple to use. Those are the wall dog screws. They're very tough. They have a great load capacity, and they will hold it snugly. Now, we don't supply irrigation for the simple reason that we want this to be a flexible experience for you. We want you to be able to go out there and design your own thing. We give you the space for where to clip in the irrigation piping, but in terms of where you plant it, how you plant it, is it sun facing, is it in the shade, what plants you use, that's entirely up to you. And so as a result, the irrigation is not something we can supply. You'll need to do that yourself, but it's simple enough. I've done it, and I'm pretty useless when it comes to DIY stuff. It works easily, it works effectively. Right, so that's the G-wall. Very simple to install. Took me about 2.5 minutes to put up a square meter. Clips in nice and tight, as I said, and up it goes. Plant it on the wall if you want to, or don't. It's not that heavy either way. You can plant it on the floor. Another simple example of one of our fantastic design colleagues that did this G-wall you see in front of you. There's 6 steps she went through. She obviously identified where she wanted to place it, built her G-wall, her square of G-wall, put a lovely frame on it, placed it up, and planted it. It was just a superb design. She was another one of our runner-ups in the competition. She did a fantastic job. She took beautiful photographs of it, and we're very proud of what she did. All we do here, once again, is we give you the plastic square meter or more, depending on how big you want your wall, and we let you get on with designing your urban green space, because at the end of the day, nobody understands urban green spaces better than you do. We're merely here to try and help you with it by giving you products that are easy to use and reliable. Okay. One of our case studies we've done was a private garden. One of the garden designers did this fantastic job. He took the garden. They wanted a nice centerpiece for the entertainment area. Customer chose a 4 meter square green wall. They erected it completely how they wanted to, which is on the floor. They put the whole piece together. They did it themselves. They raised it up in one movement, and then they planted it. Put beautiful sidewall gabion frames. It just looks fantastic. It is the centerpiece. It attracts people. It's eye-catching. It really just maximizes the space and gives a lovely center of attraction. So it really was a fantastic effort. The garden designer and garden contractor who did it is a fantastic talent. He's well known in the industry, and we couldn't be more happy with the work he did. It continues to be one of our favorite pieces. Future pictures we've seen, and we visited the site. The plants are well established. They're looking gorgeous. They're in a great condition. So yeah, all in all, a fantastically successful piece. And the garden designer is a real talent and a real treasure. Right, moving off G-Wall to G-Roof. G-Roof also uses our demand cell as a basis. It is a structural and drainage solution. We thought about how we could really help people with their urban planting situations and roof gardens. We came up with this unique system. We think there's nothing else like it on the market. It really allows beautiful water retention, as well as amazing drainage. It's strong, it's durable. It gives you really good load-bearing capacity. Each of those cells will take about 2.5 tons of compressive weight. It's just a quick and easy thing to install. And I think what would really help you to see is if we showed you an animation. Now, the size of these individual cells are only 25 centimeters, so it allows you to really lay your floor to measure. It can use any of our D-Man Platipus anchor systems to go with it. So you can anchor your tree straight onto the drainage layer, which is completely unique. Once again, this is a very strong, there's nothing like it on the market in terms of its strength, its capacity for water retention. It's a very amazing piece of usage for this particular cell. You can turn them 90 degrees and they clip into each other. You can use them as a void filler. Instead of using things like polystyrene, you'll get far more benefits out of it. You then obviously put a geotextile like a filter fleece layer over it. And here comes a tree to show you how it connects in. Obviously, you want to anchor your trees if they're on a roof garden, or even anywhere in the urban environment, you want to anchor your tree. Backfill, and away you go. So that is a unique system. There's nothing like it on the market. If you want to discuss more about it, please do get in touch with us. It is definitely something worth discussing and discovering the potential. But yes, that is our G-Wall modular drainage solution for urban planting. It does amazing work with stormwater management as well. So yeah, we're very proud of it, and yeah, happy to talk about it further. This is one of the case studies we did, Great Melbourne Street. We had limited planting capacity. We needed to anchor the trees as well as provide them with drainage and support. So we used our G-Roof system all along the bed. The results were very good, very positive. The garden is still going strong. It's well established, and all in all, just a positive case study that we're very proud of. Right, so moving on to root ball anchoring. Now, we've all seen staked trees. Everyone does it. Very few people do it well. It's an incredibly high maintenance way of anchoring a tree. The aesthetic is horrendous. The safety and security of the people around it and the tree are questionable. The number of times I drive past a tree that's been staked and I see that it hasn't been adjusted or maintained in ages. The tree has taken off, it's absorbed the rubber strap, or it's moved up and taken the center bar with it. It's a horrendous way of anchoring a tree, and frankly, one of the main reasons why we designed the very first root ball kit all those years ago. We do it to get the fantastic aesthetic. We want fantastic safety and security for the tree as well as the people around it. We're looking for brilliant root establishment and minimal interference. These are all important aspects that need to be considered when you want to take care of that tree you're planting, okay? And at the end of the day, the results are far superior to any form of staking. So if you're looking to anchor a tree in an urban environment, staking is not the solution. You want to be looking at root ball anchoring for all the maximum benefits and to really maximize the benefits of that urban green space. Right, moving over to America, we've got the Four Freedoms Park. It's a delightful park in the center of New York. It's absolutely fantastic. We anchored this with our root ball anchoring kits. So we drove in anchors here. It is an urban site. It's been well used, documented on TV, etc. And it's just a fantastic example of the type of aesthetic you can get from anchoring your trees by root ball. It brings me to our actual root ball fixing with anchors. There's some pictures of it being installed in the back there. These systems are our anchors with the best load. They're the best capacity for up to 20-meter trees. 4-leg options are no problem. You will get your best load with a root ball fixing with anchors. These are earth-driven anchors, percussion-driven, so they get drilled down into the ground. They were our first type of anchor that we designed, and we have used them all around the world very, very successfully. It's what we're known for. It's easy to handle, and these are easy to install systems. They obviously then we developed our strictly urban solutions from them, because we needed to do certain projects. Staying in America, you've obviously got the Highline project here. This was a railway bridge that was a railway line, sorry, that was repurposed into a beautiful green environment in the center of New York. It's an incredibly well-visited tourist attraction. We used our dead man anchoring systems here. You can see here what you're trying to achieve with an urban green space, that oasis within the concrete jungle, really giving people who live in a very busy city the opportunity to get away from it all, and for good reason. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. Here you can see the Highline at night. We used, as I said, our dead man system. You can use it on trees. The slide says up to 12 meters, but we have had bespoke kits that go beyond that. You can use these systems pretty much anywhere. They do use concrete stones or curb stones and or mesh as options, but that can be heavy and difficult to operate. It's also an older solution, and it's quite a bit more labor intensive when it comes to an urban solution. But that being said, it is used all around the world very successfully, and we've had some fantastic projects with it. Like there's another picture of the tree canopy at the Highline project, just offering you really, really fantastic place to get away, to focus, and to enjoy nature. The dead man and its limitations gave rise to our D-man system, which has become our preeminent urban tree anchoring solution, ideal for things like roof gardens or where you've got buried surfaces, shallow planting. It's a lightweight stackable cell. As you can see, it is the same cell we use on our G-wall and G-roof. It's quick and easy to use, less labor, faster installation times, good water retention for difficult environments. It's just become the preeminent system. And I think the best way to understand how it works is via an animation. Right. So you've got your tree pit. Your anchor legs are inserted in a letterbox style, and they are placed around. Now, what's important to note is, obviously I said shallow planting. This is also perfect for places where there's made up soil. So it's not a virgin ground. You can use it there too. It doesn't have to be just the urban environment. The soil is put down. It's compacted by body weight. We don't want to over compact the soil. So you're just putting in enough weight that you can manage. Don't ever bring a machine in here to compact the soil. It's not necessary. We're looking for 30 centimeters or 300 mils of soil between the cell and the base of the root ball. So it is incredibly shallow. Very effective solution. You put your platimats down. Now the platimats are designed to protect the root ball. Your root ball is key. It's got to stay intact. It's got to stay well taken care of. So those platimats are just there to stop the load of the root ball anchoring system from in any way hurting the root ball. Our unique bidirectional ratchet system, which pulls from both directions, making sure that your load is even. Right, this is ultra important to ensure that you get nice level planting. You then ratchet it up using our special ratchet tensioner handles, which are very comfortable and easy to use. You get fantastic leverage on that ratchet. And if you're a small person planting and you're alone or whatever, it really does help you get the load you need onto those tree anchors. Right. In that position, you can now backfill. And that applies to any situation, whether you're planting into a planter, where you're on a roof garden, it doesn't matter. That's how the system would work. We've recently done a project now which is completely out of the urban environment, but they've brought in made up soil, and that's where this also comes into its own. The earth-driven anchors I mentioned previously are not ideal for made up soil. They're more designed for the virgin environment, virgin soil environment, and these are perfect. You only need one tool as well, which is the little ratchet tensioner handle. When it comes to other solutions, we have every solution you could require for an urban environment. Doesn't matter. You can go from eye bolts to mesh. It really doesn't matter. We need you just to talk to us. We love talking to you guys about the designs you're doing. All you lovely garden designers out there, give us a call. Any questions you've got, we'll help you. We'll talk you through it. We'll come up with a solution that works. Even if we have to steal from 2 different kinds of kits to make it work, we'll do that. We have done it in the past. We love offering bespoke solutions. It's what we do. It's what we enjoy. So it's just a case of phoning us. Our advice is completely free, but once again, it's just advice, support, help, whatever you want to call it. We're just there to help you make the perfect project that you are trying to do, right? This is another example of where we got involved and discussed the situation. Beautiful project, a post building in London, which is an old post sorting office. The multi-stem trees needed to be anchored effectively. We discussed it with the planting company, the planter company that made the planters. They put in anchor points, and we provided the kits that allowed the trees to be anchored directly to the planter. The result is pretty good. They put up green walls there, which also added to the vertical green space. Keeping in mind they were working with an established building, so I think they took that very concretey finish and really put some green in, which was a great effort, and made it quite a nice space. So well done to them on that one. Obviously, we mustn't forget Piddler. Piddler is our aeration irrigation system. It's nice and simple, offers 360-degree aeration. You've got aluminium caps for water runoff collection and for that lovely urban finish. It's a geotextile, so it kind of sweats the water out. That means you're getting a proper penetration around the 360 of the roof ball. It does about 100 liters every 10 minutes. It is gravity fed, but you can have a variety of adapters put on top. So it's nice and simplistic, easy to use. And I would recommend you don't forget your aeration irrigation when you're doing your trees. They will need it in the beginning while they're still trying to establish themselves. Right, so considerations for your next project. When it comes to trees, before I carry on, you'll see what the guys are working on there. That is one of the most fantastic palm trees I've ever seen, and I do a lot of work in the Middle East. This is a palm tree that grew up in the UK. What a fantastic beast. It's a nice, big, proud piece. We use it on the Packington estate. We have got case studies if you ever want to see that. But wow, what a fantastic palm to anchor. The guys did a fantastic job, and that palm is just absolutely beautiful piece. So if you're looking for the case study, do give us a call. We'll gladly send it over to you. In terms of trees, though, you're looking for the height of the tree and the circumference of the tree 1 meter up from the nursery line. That will give us an idea of what size kit you require. So feel free to just come and talk to us about that. Site conditions are important. Is it made up ground? Is it virgin soil? Buried surfaces are important. And obviously the root structure. Is it containerized, air potted? How's the tree being grown? This will indicate where we should be advising you and what kit we should be recommending for you. All right. In terms of G-wall, the integrity of the mounting surface is very important. But that obviously doesn't matter, as you saw from the one shot I showed you earlier. The lady had a fence post with wire across, and she still managed to erect it. So it's really just about what you're prepared to do. But anyway, integrity of mounting surface is important. Don't forget, our pot size is 9 to 10 centimeters. Irrigation, drainage, lighting, etc. That's all up to you. That's how you want it to be. There's lots of great suppliers out there that can supply you those points and help you finish off your green wall. In terms of G-roof, size of the roof, and planting area is important, obviously. And are you going to be doing any void filling? Because obviously how it stacks is important too. But if you've got any questions related to that, please do not hesitate to give us a call. Following on from that, I thought I'd show you one last video. This was a project we did in Athens. It was for the Stavros Niarchos Foundation. It was a cultural center. They had a lovely park outside that had 800 trees planted. We were very proud of what we did there. We went out, we did site tests. We discussed it. We held their hand, the project coordinator's hand, from concept to completion. And we just got involved and allowed them to create their magnificent space. And we think the result was absolutely outstanding. And that's what we like to do, guys. We like to get involved, help you as best we can, let you create. We're not arrogant enough to tell you how to do it. We know you guys are fantastic and you'll manage just fine. Right, on that note, I'm largely done. I want to ask you to please follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and obviously all of our videos and animations are available on YouTube. You just have to type in Platypus plus the kit you're looking for. On that screen, you'll see a little scene from Star Wars Rogue One, where we were very excited to anchor the palms for the final scene. Fantastic project to be involved with. We've also done some unusual ones, like for Fast and the Furious 9, we've anchored some of the stunt cars so they don't fall over. We do get involved in some unusual places, and we're very proud of that. But it does show you that our name, etc., does go quite far, and we're very proud of our brand. We're very proud of what we've managed to achieve here over the last 37 years. We ask you to please contact us if you've got any questions. If there's anything you'd like to have answers to, you can set them in now for this meeting, or alternatively, come visit our stand for some face-to-face conversation between 4 and 5 on the virtual stand, or just drop us a note on the virtual stand. We'll be monitoring it all day and tomorrow. Apart from that, thank you very much, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Right. Let's see, have we got any questions? I don't think so. I think the chat is elsewhere. Right. Thank you for that. I'm going to end the meeting now. We'll have a chat on the other side.